Welcome back, everybody. Talking sports. We just discussed the Auburn and Alabama matchups. That is a 2:30 game for Auburn today down at Auburn against the LSU Tigers. Alabama going over to Oxford to take on Ole Miss later in the day. So it's going to be a fantastic day for local football fans, but everybody around here also likes to keep an eye on what's happening in the SEC. There's not a lot of other monumental matchups. We didn't really talk about the Georgia-South Carolina game. I think we found out that Will Muschamp's team's not really ready for prime time.
No, this Georgia team is the real deal. They are the Joe Frazier of the SEC. Unfortunately, Alabama's still the Muhammad Ali of the SEC.
Well, there looks like a confrontation down the road. We might have the same situation we had last year where it's basically a three-game tournament between all those teams, kind of a round robin to determine who's who. That's what happened last year, of course. There were actually 4 games last year because Auburn played Alabama and Georgia. And then we know the rematch and then the Alabama-Georgia contest. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a similar scenario this year.
Yeah, I'm hearing whispers of 3 teams. You heard it right, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
There's whispers in college football. The SEC is getting so strong that an undefeated Auburn that loses to an undefeated Alabama, then an undefeated Georgia that loses to an undefeated Alabama, all 3 end up in a SEC playoff.
There would be the second Civil War because all the other states would secede, and it would just be us here in the South left behind.
Might as well, and that's the way it is anyway.
Anyway, there's not a lot of really intriguing games. You touched on, you like North Texas at Arkansas today because the Hogs are definitely a work in progress. Florida's going to try to bounce back. Ironically, they play the same Colorado State team that just beat Arkansas. They're in Gainesville, coming off a loss to Kentucky, a 20.5-point favorite. What do you think?
Now, I'm going to take Colorado State in the points here, but this is a game I would stay away from. I'm not confident in either one of these teams. Colorado State is a team that's already thrown for over 1,000 yards in the early season. So if I was going to take this game, I'd take the points in this game because I don't even know if Florida can score 21 against a Pee Wee team, much more than a college team.
Colorado State coached by Mike Bobo, former Georgia offensive coordinator.
Oh, never mind. Give me Florida. I didn't know that. Oh, my Lord, the worst coach in college football. No, I'm sorry.
Mike Bobo has an SEC schedule. I think he's homesick.
Give me Florida in that one, Dan.
Okay,
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That's a retraction.
I'm just convinced the legend otherwise. So there's the slate of other SEC games. The other most intriguing one to me, the Commodores on the big stage, and a touchdown Jesus overseeing the Notre Dame Stadium. The Doors are at Notre Dame and getting 14.5. Do they have a shot?
Yeah, sure do. You take these 14.5 and you take that vacation you've been promising that woman because you know she's mad at you. You ain't took her nowhere in 10 years. Go ahead and take Vandy. Plus 15 on some lines, plus 16. Notre Dame is a team that's overhyped, a good team, but this is a good Vandy team. Old coach been down there a while and he's starting to put it together. I look for Vandy to have a decent season this year.
They've got a very good defense.
They might upset Notre Dame, but definitely take the points. You heard it. But definitely take the points.
Notre Dame had the impressive win over Michigan the first week. Last week they struggled at home against Ball State. So that's not too good. But
never good.
This would be a big statement for the SEC if Vanderbilt even pushes them in this game.
They're going to push them, Kip. Remember the legend said it right here. Like I said, get that woman on that vacation. Take these 15 points. This is an easy victory right here with the points.
There's some other national games of note, probably the most talked about because, as always, even with Urban Meyer chilling on wherever he's chilling for this suspension, they go to TCU and play the Horned Frogs. Gary Patterson has a pretty good program down there. I even threw TCU out as a possible sleeper for the national championship tournament later on. But the Horned Frogs catch 12.5 at home against the Buckeyes. I got to tell you, I'm kind of leaning toward the Frogs.
I like the Frogs. I tell you what, what's his name? The quarterback of Ohio State. I can't pronounce it. Hackins, something like that. You know what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. But he's overrated. I keep saying overpolluted. I've been coming through city today or something.
I'm telling you.
But he's overrated, and I think he's going to have – Ohio State wins this game, but this is a 27-24 game. I'm with you on this one, Kip. Great call. This is not going to be a Kip catastrophe.
No.
This is what a frog jump right here. I like it.
That's good. We're going to give you Kip's catastrophes and Legends losers when we come back. Legends even got some parlay ideas for you. We'll have that for you and a whole lot more, so stay with us. The big information is up next on Talking Sports here on ABC 3340.